Donald Trump has just made a big mistake in his cabinet pick, and that's because he picked Marco Rubio.
Quiet on the set.
Okay, everybody, quiet on the set.
Scene one, take 10, marker.
Donald Trump picked Marco Rubio for his Secretary of State, and I think that's a mistake, but not for reasons that you think. Marco Rubio is the Florida senator. He's been around for a little bit. He ran for president in 2016. He was third in the running, and now he's going to be their Secretary of State. Now, is he a good guy? Hey, Marco Rubio, I would compare him to George W., a Latino George W. Bush. The dude is witty, he's charming, and he's definitely tough on China like Trump is. So what's the problem? The problem is he's too good. Right now, everyone knows in 2028, JD Vance is going to be the heir apparent. He's the real apprentice. He's going to be one running for president in 2028. But now you just put one of his biggest rivals in one of the biggest spots in cabinet. Marco Rubio was third in 2016, and you just make him Secretary of State. He's going to have a pulpit to talk, to express his ideas, so he can go ahead and put his bid for 2028. JD Vance is going to have a tough primary in the next 4 years, but of course, this is in the future. You want to have the best people. And of course, JD Vance being a Marine, he's going to be a good soldier about it. And, he wants the best people and wants to do best for the country right now. He's not going to be worrying about running for 2028. But I doubt very so much his life goal was to be a vice president. If you're going to be the vice president, you're right there. Of course, you're going to want to be president. But putting somebody like Marco Rubio, who's very charismatic, very well-spoken, intellectual, he can counter a lot of things that JD can do. And he's a lot smoother. I mean, the dude speaks Spanish as well. So it's definitely going to take away from JD. It's not going to be an easy primary. Look what happened when we put Nikki Haley. I loved Nikki Haley 4 years ago, and he put her in. What happened? She was one of our biggest rivals coming in 2024. So, of course, you get to pick the people that runs against you. And, well, we're going to have a tough one in 2028 with Marco Rubio coming out the primary. But JD still has to do his job. He still has to perform well. And I have confidence in JD Vance to do what's right. And I do believe he knew this coming in. Trump's not going to, just put mediocre people inside into power. He's going to put the best people in there. They're going to be boisterous. They're going to be smart. They're going to have aspirations. And definitely somebody like Marco Rubio has aspirations to be president of the United States. But that puts a little bit of a monkey wrench in my plans. My plans were to be JD Vance and have Marco Rubio as your VP. Now that totally changes things. It can still happen, but definitely Marco Rubio is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And now, since Marco Rubio is no longer in the Florida Senate seat, what's going to happen? Well, the governor, DeSantis, he's going to have the decision to make. He's going to have to pick make an appointment pick for the U.S. Senator for Marco Rubio's spot. And there's a lot of people have a lot of, opinions of who's that going to be. We already know there's talk saying that Laura Trump, she wants to get into politics. She is a resident of Florida, and she wants to be appointed to the U.S. Senate seat for Florida for Marco Rubio. I don't think one thing leads to another. Marco Rubio, again, smart guy, very articulate. He's tough on China. So that's, one of the main reasons why Trump got him. The dude's good. He's solid. But also, it also helps if you want to help, your own family to get into politics themselves, especially when they have those same aspirations and you have ways of doing that. And of course, Laura Trump, she's smart as heck. She'd be a good pick. But it's on DeSantis to do that. So if DeSantis wants to put her in that spot, he will. If he wants to put somebody else, he'll do that too. But Trump being as popular as he is, especially in Florida, DeSantis is more than likely going to pick who Trump wants. And if that's Laura Trump, do not be surprised. So a lot of things going on. A lot of picks are going back and forth. Of course, Democrats are going to, scrutinize every single